Welcome back to a little end of season cleanup. This is not a time sensitive video, so I don't know when this is going live, but I hope this is something you can eat your cereal to either way. This is currently a Blasted Badlands season. All right, we got Rad Llamas in the shop, but last season we had Pirate Llamas, and I had about 50 of them just unopened, and we're gonna go through those today. We got 9 mini reward llamas, which I'm just gonna open right away, and then we're gonna be looking at my inventory. Okay, the best part of these videos is oh crap, this happens every single llama opening, every single time. All right, you know what, I'm just gonna let those greens recycle, enjoy the gold. Let me go to my settings and turn that off. We're gonna go to my inventory. I'm gonna see just how many manuals and everything I have. I used to do math in the past, but today we're gonna be lazy. All right, let's just eyeball it. 16,300 training manuals. Okay, 5,500 trap designs, and woo, just under, I was gonna say only and just under, and my came out. So just under 1,300 weapon designs, which is not a lot. That's kind of what I'm hoping to change. We're just gonna do the big recycling at the end, and then we'll all get to see the big numbers roll in. So let's open that legendary troll stash llama right away. I might as well sprinkle in some rad llamas, you know, since that's the current seasonal llama. Might as well get those going. It's interesting. The rad weapons are not that great. So those are called the boombox weapons. And oh yeah, Lil Ben's Warcry. Most of them are not that strong, but the rad heroes are really good. I have them all, of course, so I'm not excited, but if you're a brand new player, the rad heroes are really, really good for activating Totally Rockin' Out, and it will basically result in some of the highest damage output in the entire game. Swords, by the way, are typically better than axes in every time. But I know of a couple of axes like the Clax that are really strong. Vacuum tube axe is really good. We're currently in a fire season though, so vacuum tube weapons are a little skippable, but you know, that's neither here nor there. So, yeah. Rad heroes are good. Rad heroes are good. Woofer's underrated? I disagree. I've been there. I've done that. It's kind of just a worse Pulsar 9000. I'm not a fan of the Woofer. That's it. I'm saying it right now. All right. So we got 4 Rad Llamas open. I'm going to open 1 now. Then we'll open 10 Pirate and whatever else is in there. Yeah, we'll do 1 and then 10 and then 1 and then 10. And that should bring us pretty close to the end. So, yeah, I also stream on Twitch, if you hadn't noticed from the Ben's Warcry, so Twitch link down below if you ever want to be a part of these live. Got Crossbones Barrett, best support perk in the game. I've said it a million times. Coconuts are insane. Got the Corsair. Oh, the Corsair. I'm hoping a lot of you guys have your Pirate Llamas saved up because I still have pirate videos I want to make. And I even have a 1 or 2 scheduled that are going to miss the end of the season. So I still think the pirate weapons are good. I mean, I know they're out of season, you can't get them anymore, but the weapons are still in the game, right? So I'm gonna have some videos covering those weapons, and Corsair is one of them. It's an unironically very good sword, and there's a really fun pairing with it and the Jack's Revenge, both of which can come from the llamas. So yeah, I still want to make videos on that, even if it's a little out of season. So here we go. Main Stage Quinn gives you sub-wafers. If you eat those, it activates Rockin' Riff. If you have the Totally Rockin' Out team perk from Dennis Jr., that will activate your team perk. Varsity Hero drops footballs on the ground at a 7% chance drop rate. If you just run over them, it picks them up right away. That's really good for melees. I really like Fumble for melees because when you're using a melee, you're so up close and personal that you just smack an enemy, kill it, you're standing inside of their body typically, and you just get the Fumble football immediately, and it's super useful. I've lately gotten into the habit of using Battle Beat and Fumble in the same build. Seems redundant, but oh my god, it's so good. It's actually so good. So yeah, anyway, Privateer Hype, she ups your club damage, really good for the Blakebeard stash build. Crossbones Barrett, Coconuts, of course, I said they're good. Buccaneer Jonesy increases that sword and pistol damage. That's really good for the pairing with the Corsair and the Jack's Revenge. That's a hero that should definitely be in the support. So, you know, just saying. For anybody watching this video, if you haven't opened your Pirate Llamas, or if you've held on to the items, this is just good advice for every player ever, all right? If you're an endgame player, you've probably already been doing this, but you should always keep 1 copy of every weapon and hero. At least 1. Thank you for the sub, Cactus. I appreciate it. You should always keep 1 copy on hand, 1 in the collection book. You should keep 1 on hand by priority. So if you already have a version of that weapon or hero, then put the extras in the book. You should always have an extra copy, because then a YouTuber like me comes along, makes a video showcasing a weapon you've never even thought of. You find out it's actually really good, and then you're disappointed because you didn't save it. You never want to be in that position. Trust me, you never want to be that guy. I see him in my comment sections all the time. I feel bad. Ooh, choice between mythic leads. Oh, I'm so excited. I have them all, so I don't... let's do the damage mythic lead. Is this gonna be? I think I already used her, but all right, we got the Lacy Princess. I dig it. I dig it. Anti-air trap. Don't need more copies of that. Old Betsy is a weapon I love. Buckaroo Jones we already talked about. Dragoon's really good for knocking enemies around. That was better last season, but yeah. And I got not the legendary survivor in there. Okay, all right. You know, the llama opening's actually kicking ass. You know, it's funny. I don't need mythic leads, obviously, but they still excite me because they're so rare. And I'm curious now with the new better mission rewards that we have, how many mythic leads we're gonna get. So far, we've gotten none in the 2 days we've had, so the sample size is not significant. But you know, I'm hoping more mythic leads will be available in the future. Nothing too crazy there. Penny is the one who gives you, oh, is it melee crits activate totally rocking out or melee eliminations? One of those. It's like, no, it's even worse than that. It's hardware heavy attacks. I don't actually remember. Whatever. An extra Corsair copy. HAE limbs. Why would I know what HAE? Hardware attack eliminate. Thank you, Stormbuster. Man, Chad is really hanging me out to dry here. Sir Hootie's another weapon I planned to cover before the season ended, but I missed the boat on that, so I don't know if I'll keep extra Sir Hootie schematics or not for those videos. Swashbuckler is the other one, by the way. She deals pistol damage and sword damage, and he does sword damage. And so, like, dealing sword damage increases pistol damage, and then dealing pistol damage increases sword damage. So you're meant to be switching between the pistol and the sword very often. Fishing hook is also insanely good, by the way. That was what I was thinking of when I talked about underrated weapons you might have never considered. I made a recent video on the fishing hook. It's super strong. Yeah, very, very good weapon. So there we go. Now is the fun part. I'm going to save this upgrade llama token until I get a good one, so I'm not going to spend that right now. Neither of these weapons are new. I don't know where that exclamation point's coming from. Let's start with the XP boost. If you line this up just right, it's not quite pixel perfect. You can just click forever. Oh yeah, you can just spam them. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to waste these. It just extends how much bonus XP you get. I highly recommend using these. Teammate XP boosts are a little more annoying because they easily stack up into the hundreds and there's not really much you can do with that. But here's what I'm gonna do. If you do auto retire and then switch it back to epic, it'll select all of the survivors here. 3,200 training manuals. I am going to keep the mythic lead and I'm going to save this extra legendary survivor, but the rest of them can go. 3,200 manuals. Oh, that's the most satisfying part of these videos right there. Let's do, let's just select one, auto retire all my purple defenders. There we go. Not as much, but 970 manuals is also, you know, not as much, but pretty great nonetheless. Brand new heroes, of which I have none in here. Let's auto retire all the way up to epic. And I don't need to keep any legendary copies because I've got them all. Look at that, 4,400 on the dot. Ooh, that's the best part. That is the best part. That is like the climax of these videos. That is just what we're here for. Let me auto recycle traps and weapons. There we go. I don't need wallopers. I'll save a Sir Hootie just in case, because like I said, that's a maybe upcoming video. I'm going to save one of my Corsairs, but the rest... I really like that fishing hook, actually. Multiple copies of that could be nice. Okay, for my own playstyle, I'm going to keep an extra fishing hook. That's kind of exciting, actually. Look at that, nearly 5,900 weapon designs. That's awesome, because I was running very low. Like, less than 1,300 weapon designs, I don't even think I can max out a 130 at that point, so I'm glad to have that. It's exciting, though, as I've opened hundreds of these llamas, and I'm still saving extra copies, because I like to have multiple versions of weapons, so I can have different elements. But, yeah, now we're up to nearly 25,000 training manuals. We went up only about 1,200 trap designs or so. Not that big of a deal, but weapon designs, 7,169. Nice. That's a solid llama opening right there. So yeah, we'll see how the season produces. We'll see how the season continues. I'll see how many rad llamas I can stack up, and I'll get you another llama opening down the line to eat some more cereal to, or brush your teeth, or whatever you're doing. Whatever you are not doing, you should probably get back to it now because the video's over. Or if you want to just keep on the binge, there are probably 2 videos recommended up there that you can go click. It's okay. I won't blame you. Go have fun. I'll see you later.